guys, welcome to the show. I'm your host George, and as you have probably seen from the intro, we're starting a new project. It's a W201, or known as 190E, and we're fitting M111 engine in it from, I think it's a W202. I think this engine is come from. So today the new video series of this car starting. Part 1 today, removing engine and hopefully cleaning up the engine bay and test fitting the new engine. It has a engine mount that I have put on already. It has the TAC stainless steel welded manifold, turbo manifold. I've never seen it before. It looks kind of nice. Unfortunately, it's unequal length headers. I had to add a Westgate to it because the customer didn't order the correct manifold, but I think that's fine. We'll make it work. We have engine mounts. Looks like they've been laser cut and welded. They're not from a 190, if that makes sense, or they haven't been on a Mercedes car. They're custom made. I have sent a link to the customer to order some 660cc or 670cc injectors. I have R8 coils on the way. So once the engine is inside the car, I'm gonna start making the wiring loom for it, and also then we're gonna start making all the fabrication for the intercooler piping. We also have a Evo 2 bumper or fiberglass kit that we need to fit on this vehicle, so we're gonna put the intercooler in such a way that it's on show. The customer wants it on show. So yeah, let's go ahead and start removing this M102. As good as it sounds and moves and whatever, it's gotta go. We need more power, baby. So let's go. So we're gonna start with the usual. I'm gonna put my gloves on, which are very dirty on the outside, but it's inside what matters. So let's put the gloves on, start tearing stuff apart. I love that part of the stage where I can just take stuff off and bin it or put it in the boot. I have already removed the under tray of the vehicle. I was lucky enough that I borrowed my dad's floor creeper thing, so I moved that. So right now, stuff that I don't need, but like they're on the engine and I don't need to remove them. I'm not gonna like all these hoses and stuff like that. I'm just gonna disconnect it from here and just leave the part sitting on the engine, because the engine is gonna go as a full kit. So yeah, there we go. Alright, this we can keep. We're gonna be running EMU Classic on this vehicle, so yeah. Okay, I have taken most of the bits off. It's only the wiring loom over here, the wiring loom over there. These have been loosened up, waiting to go. This too. Right now I'm draining the coolant down there, as you can see. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting the coolant to drain, and I'm probably gonna piss myself because of the sound, I'm gonna remove the front bumper so it can give us a little bit more room to work with engine crane and stuff like that. We don't want to smash the bumper in pieces. So yeah, let's remove the bumper. That's a heavy bumper. Yep. Can't see anything, guys. Why don't you say so? There you go. Much better. Ooh, the coolant that we got out of there is not very pleasant, to be honest. It's a bit That's a factory radiator right there. Never been changed. Look at that. It's tiny. We're gonna save the water hoses because we might need them. You never know. He has a little bit bigger radiator. Help with the heat and everything. We'll see how that goes. If we can make it fit. No, we're gonna fabricate something. Alright. I will keep dismantling bits. Ooh, my face is very white. Right, I'll keep dismantling bits, and once I'm ready to pull the engine out, I'll get you guys back here, have a look, see if we can test the tensile strength of some wires, hose pipes, something. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good old crack on this, trying to take as much stuff off as possible, and the rest, well, we'll see what is the strongest, the crane or red. So see you guys in a little bit. Alright, we are ready to take the engine out. I think I couldn't get the exhaust off because the bolts are so rusted out, they were rounded off, and I couldn't cut them. So we'll see if I can lift it up enough so I can disconnect with the angle grinder the bolts for the exhaust, or cut the exhaust somewhere. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Engine crane is already in position, just tighten it up, and let's start yanking up. Transmission came out. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly support it so we don't damage the rubber. Donut. Yeah, I'll need to cut that exhaust somewhere. Let's see. I think I can reach to the back. That was one. And maybe if I pull everything. don't think it's doing much. Alright, I think we're good to come up. Yep. Let's go up, baby. Let's go up. Told you we are gonna test the tensile strength of some stuff. I don't even know what that is. So, da da da, bye. Well, officially we're out. It looks like it has a new clutch on it, which is great. We can just reuse all that. Start the motor, we can take that puppy off. Oh, it's really oily, that engine. But yeah, there's the transmission down there. Don't know if you can see it hanging. So yeah, this is out. I'm gonna put it on the ground so it's not just swinging like Miley Cyrus, you know. So yeah. Okay, it is heavy, but yep. So yeah, we have a little bit of a cleaning up to do. Lift the transmission up, get rid of the exhaust. Yeah, nice, very nice. And we can test fit the new engine. Alright, but I need to do some stuff on it. I think before I slam the new engine in, I'm gonna fit the turbo on it. I'm gonna fit all the west gates and stuff like that. I'm gonna drill and make a hole for the return of the turbo and make the return. Whoop, the microphone just came out. You stay here, you little devil. Yeah, so as I was saying, before we put the new engine in, I'm gonna make sure the turbo drain is done, so I don't have to pull the sump out. Once the engine is inside, that will be kind of stupid. Yeah, mount the actual turbo, do the turbo return line, the turbo feed line, what was it called? The wastegate I'm gonna do before I slam that in. Pretty much just bottom up basically everything at the front and on the side of the engine, so I don't have to mess with that once the engine is inside the car. So yeah, see you in just a little bit. Let me just clean up a little bit here. Made a mess. Okay, so this is the look that we're going for. Today's been an absolute banging day. We have had the turbo is fitted now, the drain is fitted, I have drilled the sump, it's ready to take the line. This is the power steering lines, the flywheel is back on it, although I haven't put the clutch in because I need to get some brake cleaner. Tomorrow I'll modify the lines, so this one I'll cut it here, flare it at the end, and then bolt it to what they have given me. And this side I cut them right here, just as it starts bending I cut it here, and then I cut this one here and slowly TIG weld them together, trying not to put too much heat so we don't damage the actual pipe. And then we can use the new style pump, which it was painted, now it's messy. I'm waiting for a new pulley at the front, and also new alternator bracket, so you know we can have less of that and just one belt instead of two. Right, the engine mounts are in. The flywheel, I had to grind the two perches at the back because it was touching a little bit. I tried to weld in the ring from the other flywheel, the 60-2 ring, but that is cast, so it won't hold even if I weld it, and I don't want to risk it, honestly. 3-inch V-band from the turbo. Over here is our Westgate, which I think the overall look, it looks very sexy. It's a very tight fit, but would you look at that, so nice, very compact, everything at one place. You open the bonnet and you're greeted with that. So I'm gonna go get the fairing, put that inside, and then basically assemble this with some stud lock. We don't want any of that coming off. Oil feed we are taking from there, don't know if you can see it, and also I have a sensor which is over here, 100 psi sensor, $11. We'll test it and see if it works. Come on. So that needs to be screwed on there, kinda, yep, just like that. So this gets screwed on there. Actually, I might screw that now so we don't forget. It's probably 24, isn't it? Yep. Look at the mess I made under me. Crazy. So yeah, pretty happy with the way everything looks. It's gonna be water hose here, another one here, which I'm gonna try and run it from here to the turbo, from like over here, then from that side all the way around going to the heater core. I think that will be quite nice if I can make that work. So we get heat, like cooling for the turbo. Spinny boy. So yeah, this is it from me today. I shall see you guys tomorrow when we fit the engine in, and then we'll wait for the wiring components to arrive so I can start making a wiring loom for this engine. And then I need to make the exhaust and the intercooler. So see you tomorrow. Hello, it's day number 2 of swapping this dangling thing behind me into a 190E. Today we have the task of joining these two together. This is M111 connector, and this is a 190 hose. So the plan is and weld them. Yep. Right. I'm gonna clean the paint off a little bit and then slowly start tacking it together. I have a compressor there, so the compressor is gonna be really noisy because it's right over there. But I will be cooling the welds with the compressor so we don't cook the pipe which is inside the crimp over here. We have to be really careful. So yeah, let's clean up the paint again with the compressor. So expect a very noisy thing just turning on in a second. Let me move you guys so you can have a better look. Right. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good to go. Everything is fitted. We're just waiting for an alternator bracket and the 45 for this. Once that comes in, we have done everything that needs to be done to the turbo. We're waiting for a new pulley, new alternator bracket, and we're good to go. Now I'm gonna jack up the car and move the transmission back a little bit and then start fitting these bad boy inside. So yeah, give me a minute guys, so I can move the car back a little bit and then jack it up. Outside is raining, the real of the car is outside. Yeah, it's also cold. It is what it is. See you guys in a bit. Excuse me guys, I almost forgot to film putting in the engine. I mean, it's not exactly easy because the jack is maxed out. So, you know. Forgot about that. Okay, easy now. Oh no, jack stand. Shit. Stop scratching stuff. There we go. Alright, we can slowly come down. Ah, where's my handle? We're very close, but now we definitely have to tilt the engine, because if we don't tilt the engine, the gearbox shaft won't go in. We don't have something exactly I would call a fit. But I am willing to try and bolt that engine mount. It had to fall on the ground, didn't it? And that's messed up everything. Right, this is the worst exhaust header design I've seen in a long time. I'll have went for kangaroo steam, log manifold, fits perfect, no problems. By the way, I'm not sponsored. Like, the owner of kangaroo steam is not paying me to say any of these words. They just work, man. You just bolt them on and they fit perfectly. None of that crap. Like, literally, we don't have space for exhaust now. It's hitting it's hitting the steering box. Like, not sure what I can tell you, really. Engine needs to go backwards. But to go backwards, I need to shove myself under the car and try and get that gearbox to mate up with the car. Now, this is a very nice job if you're not the one doing it. But there we go. I don't know what about you. Are you gonna get $1 out of me? Don't know where to put the camera now, but I guess something like that. I don't know. Do you guys see? I don't know. I definitely won't be able to see there, but at least if you can guys see and tell me later on in the comments what the hell did I do wrong. Have better. There we go. Luxury. Lay on that. Make it very nice underneath. Bravo 6 going dark. Oh. Uh-oh. That would explain a lot of things. Shame I don't have transmission bolts with me. Because it actually fitted. Yeah, it's lining up. One side anyway. Hopefully soon we can get the other side to line up. Why did I not bring bolts with me? Also, the drive shaft gets popped out, which is amazing. The chest, what? Oh well. Oh, that was like that. I guess, was it? Was it like that? She's weird. She's very weird. Thank fuck I bolted the other side. Jesus Christ. Right. Oh, let me guys show you something. So, whoop. You see that part over there, very tight, yeah, extremely tight. I don't know how I'm gonna build a downpipe from that. I guess I'll drop down under the wastegate and then just the whole way through pipe cuts. But also the other thing is, if you look down there, the manifold is hitting on the steering box. Great. We're on there. I just need to somehow put a bolt in there. These bolts are terrible. They don't go in very well. Like, it needs to be dead on perfect for the engine mount bolt to just screw in place. Right, I think that's enough fuffling. I'm gonna finish this, and once I bolt everything down and good and whatnot, then I need to drop the rear section of the drive shaft from the central bearing, so I can plug the two back in, because yesterday transmission fell out and Mike have pulled it out. It happens, I know, dumb. But anyway, I'm just gonna go through all the bolts, bolt the transmission to the engine, then bolt the firewall to the chassis, then start managing how we're gonna run pipes, like coolant pipes and stuff like that. Gonna test fit the radiator, basically start edging forward about finishing the actual swap, and hopefully by tonight I can just let the car back down. Actually, there's not even point doing that. Okay guys, we had lunch. We had a couple peaceful hours of just turning bolts and just putting stuff back together. The car is on the ground, as you can see. Engine fits nicely, plenty of space at the back, just as a factory one. I even put this heat core pipe. I'm gonna start working in a little bit over there, or maybe tomorrow, clean up some of the old wiring, tidy this here as well. Power steering lines, both of them, both sides, they're on. This, as I said, due to the way this is made, it's kinda close to everything, so tight radius spike cuts it will be. It's touching a little bit on the steering box down there, but we'll figure something out. I'm gonna try and fit a 3-inch here, down pipe. Hopefully that works. And then the screamer pipe, once I tidy up all the hoses down there, like once all that is cleaned up, I'll find a way to mount the down pipe as well. But yeah, let me just turn that compressor off. Right, I'm not gonna need that. I'm working right now on this, the intake. I drilled some holes. So this is our intake. There's a big O-ring over here with a strainer on it, like a filter, like a wire mesh. And then there's another big O-ring that sits over here and seals on the plastic. We have 4 holes. Originally my plan was to just weld that on top and then use the factory hose, but I decided against it because this is getting high up anyway, and I just wanted to have a little bit more clearance, so I decided to drill these holes out and also make these new ones. So this is gonna be sitting a little bit under an angle, but so just that still matches perfectly up. I've got the new bolts for it over here, and I also made a throttle linkage holder over here with 2 bolts. Is getting held there, pulls on the cable. We actually have a full range of motion, which is quite nice. And if something is to happen on the original linkage, you know, he can buy original one and it will just fit, which is, you know, what we're aiming for as much as possible. Wapum wapum. And let's do a check if it all fits. Yeah, there you go. Solid. I'm gonna go and operate the throttle inside. You watch very carefully if this works. Alright. In fact, we can tighten this up just like this. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna be hearing the snapping of the throttle anyway, so yeah. Whoops, almost kicked the camera now. this we can bend it down, something like this. I mean, if we can move that cable, it will be even better. But yeah, this is the look that we're going for. It's a bit offset, so we can fit everything. But remember, there's going to be a TPS over here, there's going to be fuel rail on that side, so there's quite a lot of stuff going on that side of the engine. Drilled and tapped the coolant sensor, M111 1.5. I'm going to drill and tap the throttle body as well. I just want to finish with that stuff, and then I'm going to do that. All the fuel lines on this car are going to be replaced with AN lines, I think. I'm gonna go on eBay tonight and see if we can order some, because the ones on the car, the metal ones, are really rusty, and I'm gonna get an adapter for here for fuel pressure like a sensor. Over here I'm gonna get just AN line, like M12 to charging. I think that's M12. Yeah, M12 by 1.5 to AN6. That's the plan anyway. And these will be fitting like this, I think. Yep. That sits like here, like that, over there. In fact, a little bit more in. There we go. This sits like that. There's gonna be a sensor, which we have. Oh, somewhere here. There it is. Now you can see why I did put that offset, because there's just no space. But yeah, this is the look that we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possibly 12. So 12 to 13 connectors, and then 4 over here, so 16, 17 connectors on the whole engine. I should be able to knock this out in like a day, maybe 2 days, like the whole wiring, hopefully. It depends though, like it's not a rush. I have a whole month to finish the project. I just want to be over and done with the hardest part, because then it's going to be the fine tuning, idle, drivability, throttle response, throttle control, like boost. I want to make a good base map so the person can drive it to the tuners instead of like putting the car on a recovery and bringing it there. It just saves money, and also he can have an input when it comes to the tuner. He can have an input. I want the car more responsible, or the car is too juddery, too responsive for me. Like, you can tune that stuff usually pretty easily once you get to that stage, of course. But enough rant. This is it from today. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing. We've hit already the 1,200 mark. Thanks really much to all my returning subscribers, and thanks to anybody that likes the channel, comments, shares. Pretty much any love is well appreciated. So thank you guys really much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.